I'd like to introduce Emily Lau, who is CEO and founder of the Little Bra Company. And she is joining us today to tell us about her little bra company.
I'm passionate about bras. Bra knowledge and getting fit is like very, very important. Market, but even a padded bra that doesn't fit right doesn't really do your body justice, you know?
We have different struggles, but we all have
Yeah.
our own
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Say, what would you say is the number one of all of the struggles when it comes to finding bras for small breasts?
Ooh, I don't know because I've always been up in letters.
Up in letters.
So
UIL.
yeah.
I think that we're actually more similar than people think. What I was really concerned about was like I wanted to look better in what I was wearing. Or I was being told by, fitters to go to the teen section. And I thought, okay, that's not what I want.
So you mean you didn't want the little kitty bras with the printed florals and characters on them?
Yeah, I did not want a training bra. I just think that this body type exists in all ages, so we offer a double A is our smallest cup size, and then our largest cup size is yeah. No, I mean, I think the one really big misconception is that women who are petite don't need to wear a bra.
Let's talk about breasts.
Let's talk about you and me
Let's talk about all the good things.
and all the bad things.
Welcome to episode 64 of BoobTube Podcast. I'm your best friend, Jaleesa, and this week we're talking about a little something special. So before we get into what that little something is, let's take it to the streets and see what BoobTube on the Move has to say.
What do you think is the smallest bra size?
Ooh, I don't know because I've always been up in letters.
Up in letters.
So
UIL.
Yeah.
Up
I
in
don't know,
letters.
a lowercase a.
Okay. Oh, lowercase a. All right.
A negative a. I don't even know if that exists, but
Okay.
yeah.
What's a struggle you think women with small breasts might face?
Might face.
Mhm.
I guess fitting in like really, I don't know, I guess nice clothes, like clothing with that has a little bit more room in them so you can't really fit when you have.
So, like, not being able to fill up the cup
Yes.
of certain outfits.
Yeah.
I got you. That makes sense. What's a struggle you think women with small breasts might face?
With small breasts, I definitely think sometimes in terms of like bathing suits and things like that, they might have issues with, just like being able to find support that'll still make them feel I guess you could say like fully covered up, but still like cute.
Okay.
So you probably picked up on what today's episode is about. We're talking about some little boobies. I feel like we've probably mentioned full bust a little more than small bust on BoobTube, and that's just because of personal experience, because that's what I relate to the most. However, BoobTube is a equal boobie opportunity commission safe space place for all boobs. So we want to give the little boobies some love too. So because that is not my particular area of expertise or my particular experience, of course I had to bring in someone to talk to us about that. So let's see what our guest has to say. Carry on with our conversation. We have a little new surprise for this new year. So I'd like to introduce Emily Lau, who is CEO and founder of the Little Bra Company. And she is joining us today to tell us about her little bra company.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Well, hi.
Of
Nice to see
course.
you.
Yes. So let's just dive right in because I'm excited
Okay.
to know about it. Okay, so how did you get into starting the Little Bra Company for women with small breasts?
So I started the company back in 2007.
Mhm.
I couldn't find a bra that fit well and was attractive. And so I just started my own. I was really obsessed with bras since I was a little girl, but by the time I was old enough to wear bras, I just couldn't find anything that fit me right. And as I grew older, I also felt like nothing was really that fashionable. Like I could find bras that might fit, but it was always like either nude or black, or it was just very limited in colors and things like that. or I was being told by, fitters to go to the teen section. And I thought, okay, that's not what I want. I'm actually really looking for a proper bra for my body type. And so then I just designed a few bras that I felt that I really liked.
Mhm.
And that's kind of how I started.
So you mean you didn't want the little kitty bras with the print florals and characters on them?
Yeah, I did not want a training bra. I
That's
really
crazy.
wanted, yeah, I wanted a bra that actually gave me some shape and lift. That was really important to me. I didn't necessarily want a bra that was like, there were lots of padded bras on the market, but even a padded bra that doesn't fit right doesn't really do your body justice,
Right.
And it also doesn't, what I was really concerned about was like, I wanted to look better in what I was wearing. So
Mhm.
I wanted a good foundation. So I wanted it to give me a little bit of lift and shape and, give me a little bit of cleavage, but I wanted the cleavage to look like my own.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like two, big pillows on straps, which is what a lot of,
Mhm.
padded bras felt like. Nor did I want to wear like the training bras. So it was kind of this uh in between niche place where
Yeah.
we landed.
It reminds me of some years ago before I even thought of uplifting. I actually worked at Victoria's Secret, and
Mhm.
during the time they put out their bombshell bra, I don't know if they
Yeah.
still sell it or not, but it was like a big deal because like instantly adds 2 cup sizes, and that
Yeah.
definitely did feel like, did you say pillows on your chest? Like
Yeah.
this, like this much stuff
Yeah.
on top of you, and yeah, so I could just imagine what that could feel like, and yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, we have different struggles, but we all have
Yeah.
our own
Oh yeah.
thing. So
Hmm.
that's why I'm very, very interested to learn about what is it like on the other
I
side.
mean, it's interesting because I think it's actually a very a similar challenge. I mean,
Yeah,
it's similar in the way that like we're both looking for the same thing. So if we want something that fits better, lifts, is comfortable, and in a way we both want it to be kind of like a shaper, you
yeah,
know? So it's totally different sizing, it's different, but it's actually the same material. It's
mhm,
just, constructed slightly differently, but we actually need the same kind of support. We want the same kind of things in a bra. So whether you're small or, full figured, I think that we're actually more similar than people think.
yeah. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm learning too. I was like, oh, okay. So, we have different struggles, but they're kind of the same in the sense.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they're not cute. And I was like, yeah, gets all cute, and then it just looks
Yeah.
like this big contraption, and yeah, so it's very cool to see how similar we actually are.
Yeah.
Our journey
Yeah.
are for sure. So
Yeah.
you did mention a lot of the different struggles. Would you say, if you had to say, what would you say is the number one of all of the struggles when it comes to finding bras for small breasts?
I probably just say the overall fit. So I could find maybe a bra, um, it might have fit me somewhat, but then I felt like, the cups weren't close enough, the back would needed a little bit tighter. So there were often times that I would buy a bra from like a mainstream brand and I would just have it altered a little bit, you
Oh,
know? So the
mhm,
thing with like we say at the little bra company is that we cut and design proportionately petite.
mhm,
So, kind of like the way people think of petite pants or something, the inseams are shorter, the waist a little bit smaller, but everything is proportionately smaller.
yeah,
And that's what I found is what I needed for my body type. So yes, there's a 32A bra, but that 32A wasn't fitting me right at the time. So I needed just a few more adjustments. And that's kind of where we are in what we do at the Little Broad Company. It's like we're really designing for that petite body frame
mhm,
and thinking about her. But that's kind of where I felt like it was close, but not really could fit so much better.
yeah,
So, just even the band could fit a little bit better. And then if the band fits better, I felt like the cups were fitting better too, and that the cups were actually sitting in the right place. Because if the
yeah,
band doesn't fit, then the cups aren't in the right place. And even if, and like we have padded bras, and so even though but they don't feel like two pillows on straps because it actually fits your body and it's pushing in the right place and it's contoured. And so it's giving you more like a natural curve versus just like two pillows on top.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Very strategic with fitting to the petite body frame and everything. I like that.
Yeah.
So, would you say there's a problem that women with small breasts face that tends to get overlooked, or is it pretty much like this?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the one really big misconception is that women who are petite don't need to wear a bra at all.
Mhm.
And I understand, we have different needs and things like that, but I really feel like everybody that has breast tissue should
Mhm.
wear a bra. I feel like it's a good, um, it's more supportive, even if you have like, a double A or A cup. Still feel like if you can be supported
Mhm.
in that area, it's better. So this idea that there's like we don't have a size for you because you're too small or you don't need to wear a bra. I just feel like that's a misconception. And I feel like if you want to wear a bra, we have one for you and it fits you. I think you have to find the right one. Um,
I like that.
yeah.
You want one? There's one for you.
Yeah.
That's really
I
what
know,
it is.
especially, I mean, honestly, like when I first started the business in 2007, there were very few options
Mm,
of sizes, brands, so there's just a lot more available now.
mm,
And I mean, it's exciting to see, and it's exciting to have grown in this industry through these years to
yeah.
see the kind of diversity and variations we have with bras now
Yeah.
that just didn't exist before. I mean, I think just the whole idea of like, bra knowledge has changed too. So,
Really has. And even something that I've seen for sure that I really like is that they try to be more inclusive because,
mhm.
it was always black, white, nude.
Yeah,
Now you have more skin tone specific colors,
absolutely.
and you're seeing some brands, they don't use the term nude anymore. They use
Yeah,
different terms. So I'm like, oh, okay, like this is really evolved. And I definitely like seeing that with my customers because they were like, oh, like this matches my skin tone, or
yeah,
it looks really good on me. And it's like, yeah, it really
yeah,
does. It compliments you. So that's one of the biggest things that one of the biggest changes that I've seen over time that
yeah,
I really admire, and I'm glad for that it has evolved in that way for sure.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
always
me
changing. I wonder what the next change is going to be.
too. Yeah,
That puts itself on or something, like
yeah,
it's coming. So
yeah.
you did mention a little bit with the cup sizes. What is
hmm
the smallest cup size that the little bra company offers?
So we offer a double A as our smallest cup size, and then our largest cup size is D.
Okay.
So, yeah, double A to D. When I first started the company, it was just A, B, and C.
Huh?
And then we expanded to double A and D, especially in the like, smaller band. We go down to a 28 band size,
Okay.
and then we go up to a 38. But it's interesting because a lot of people were like, oh, at first I was like, oh, a D cup is, you know, maybe not so little, but it actually, in the big scheme of things, and now that all the sizes that are available now, it really is still considered very small. And we make the D cups in a 28, 30, and 32. So it's a pretty hard to find size.
It's a huge misconception, and I try to educate people on that as much as I can because even
Mhm.
with my business, it starts with lifting cups D and up. And
Uh-huh.
people think like D, oh, it's like they really envision like an H cup in their heads when I say
Yeah.
that. But I try to explain, like, do you know what a 28D looks like? A 30D, 32,
Yeah.
34D? Like, it's not as large as you think. And I try to explain,
Yeah.
like, imagine like just a little handful or a cupful.
Yeah.
That's about it. So yeah, a lot of people do think like, oh, D is large. So some people might say, little bra company, oh, but they have D cups. That's not,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all about that bra knowledge, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So outside of just obviously people who wear the sizes that you offer, who would you
Mhm.
say is the target customer for the Little Bra Company?
Well, our target customer, I would say, is, you know, people like myself more, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like my customers have grown with me. I mean, I've had the company for since 2007, and it was before I had a kid. It was, I was so, and my body has changed through the years and everything like that. So I would say like our target market is really someone in their like 30s and 40s. I would say a lot of times there's a lot of women in that age range who have just had kids or are having kids, and they just want a little bit, they've lost a little bit of their lift, having breastfed or just having been pregnant. And so they just want to actually like a little lift, and they don't really want to go and have surgery and things like that. So a lot of those customers come to us, but we also have a lot of younger customers, and we have some that are also, a bit on the older, more mature range. And I just think that this body type exists in all ages, and I think it just happens to be that, um, and I think that's the other like kind of misconception. I think that people think like, okay, this is petite, it means for like young people or old. It's like we have, all age ranges. And I always tell people like your body changes through every year. Like you should just, you need to get bra fit. So I hate to like pinpoint it at like this age or whatever, but um it just, I always suggest people get fitted every year because your body changes hormonally. Like I said, having a baby really changes your body. But also just, aging changes your body, and you lose weight, you gain weight, So I think bra knowledge and getting fit is like very, very important. It's amazing how many people I've seen wearing the same bra for like 10 plus years or something, you're like, that doesn't even have elastic in it anymore. But they're
No,
like, it's my favorite bra. But I'm like, but let's get you something that actually is, holding you or supporting you. And
exactly.
so, yeah, I mean, I know that wasn't like really your question, but now I'm like,
No,
um,
you
but I
didn't.
guess it's just about, everyone's evolving, the bodies are evolving. So, it's just important to,
A part of it. For
yeah.
You did mention, like, speaking of your target customer being a woman like you,
Uh-huh.
do you say what is your favorite part about wearing your bras?
Oh, I love that it gives me shape,
Okay.
like I always, even though, um, my body has changed over the years, I've changed even bra sizes within my bra company and everything like that. We also have different styles. So like even when you know, we when I first started, it was definitely more like we all of our bras pretty much had wire in them and a little bit of padding or something like that. And we've evolved, and we have bras that don't have any wire, or we have some bras that don't have any padding. So we have a variety of styles, but what is really important to me, and even all of those, even if we don't have any padding or we don't have any wire, I there's some sort of technical element within the cup that's still going to give you a little shape. So, sometimes we'll put like a panel inside the cup, even if it's like lightly lined or something, just to give the wearer some shape. So she doesn't feel like she's just wearing fabric or lace on two pieces of elastic. And, and there is a customer for that. There's like the bralette thing is definitely something, a trend and that people love to wear, and I get it. And we have options for people who like to wear bralettes, but even within that, I still like to just give, someone a little bit of um, structure and shape into the bra.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um, what I guess would you say that there are some things within the industry or your particular niche that you are looking to address in the future, maybe with the Little Bra Company?
We're always trying to come up with, you know, especially, I mean, we've been in the bra business for a while, and I feel like we're always trying to, innovate and push forward, and also, kind of listen to our customers and their needs, because that has changed too. Like I said, like, before we were doing a lot more padded, now we have a lot more other options. But I really think that the evolution is really also in how we fit bras and how we kind of explain or educate to people how a bra should fit. I mean, that's constant, but I think now with um, people buying bras online and things like that, I really feel like it's more, our job has turned into more like, how do we explain how to wear this bra, how to fit this bra on somebody who I'm not right in front of.
Right.
And so I feel like that's something um that we're still want to innovate and still want to improve on, because I feel like, I want to get our bras on as many people as possible. And obviously, even though we're in retail stores all over and bra fitting stores all over, I still feel like, I want to be able to reach everybody, and I want to make sure they get the right size, and, so, we're still, um, figuring out better ways of doing that.
I see. Yes. That, I mean, what you said couldn't be more true, especially like in the industry, we are always changing. Hopefully one day we could all as a world, as a planet, get on one page when it comes to bra
Yeah.
and bra sizing. That would
Yeah.
be great if we could universal sizing, but it would take some work for sure. Lots of trial
Yeah.
and maybe
It
we'll
is
get
a bit of trial and error. Yeah.
there.
I mean, I think it's it's the best. I mean, the why we're here is because um it's in a way like we're unique and we're in this niche, because the the mainstream sizing, it just didn't have what we needed. And
Yeah.
so I like that, in a way, that there's a lot of different brands out there now and a lot of different sizes out there now, and yet we're all different. I think people don't understand, like, we're all different companies and we all have different ways of sizing, in a way. We try to all adhere to some sort of standard, but there, like you said, there's not like one universal. But I like that we're all doing different things. I feel like it helps all of us get more variety and innovate more and everything. But, so I guess it's also just educating the customer on, like, well, just, you're gonna have to, it's a little bit of trial and error. You're gonna have to find something that you like, but be patient, you know?
And that's one of the things I like most about BlueTube is because it provides opportunity to get to meet these innovators, and there's so many different things. It's like, oh, well, I didn't think about that, or oh, I didn't realize that that could be useful for your breast, or
Mhm.
that breast played a role in this. And there's so many different things, and I just like learning about it because like you said, as we're all so different, but we're all working to help solve various problems with
Mhm.
the same industry to where
Yeah.
women are able to find solutions more, basically
Yeah. Yeah.
not having to struggle as much with whatever the struggle is, big breast, small breast,
Yeah.
breast. We have so many different things. I was like, oh, well, there's a solution for that. There's a solution for that. Well, maybe my company doesn't focus on this. However, I know
Yeah.
it does.
Yep. Yep.
They work specifically for women who have what you have, and
Yeah.
that's so great. It just goes back to that evolution of
Yeah.
laws and this industry, really, not just
Yeah.
industry. Yeah, that's very cool. So,
Yeah.
um, where would you like to see the Little Rock Company in the next 10 years, would you say?
Wow. Well, um, I mean, we want to still be in every corner of the world and just make ourselves available everywhere. And even though we have an online store that ships globally. I feel like, I'd love to still have distribution points all over. I mean, we're available, very easily in Canada and in parts of Asia and Australia, but, I'd love to see us really available in more places around the world. And I'd also love to see, we've been expanding a little bit with some swimwear and other products, but um, we'd probably like to see our product line expand a bit as well.
Yeah. I can see some nice like bodysuits and lingerie pieces coming out
Yeah.
nice too.
Yeah, we have some slips and chemises, which are really actually a couple pieces are my like favorite. Like I wear like on everyday basis. It's not a fancy, it's just like it's like a built-in bra with a slip.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm wearing it today. I have a linen dress on. So we have a couple pieces, but I know that there's still other foundation solutions that we could come up with that would be great in this specific sizing.
Just start and keep growing and keep growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see it. I'm glad that you already had the chance to start growing in that and
Yeah.
to grow even more as a company. That's really great. One of the other things I thought to ask and I forgot to when it came to the bra sizing, do you find many customers that are smaller than a 28 band that are looking because that like we do encounter that sometimes, even though it's not
Hmm.
that common. But
Hmm.
what has your experience been with people measuring below 28?
Yeah. So it's funny because when we first went down to a 28, people were like, "Oh my gosh, that is so small. Nobody is that small." And then I started to fit women, and actually we have uh I've fit some like even some influencers who are grown women, mothers of children and things like that. And they are could almost be smaller than a 28, so like a 26. And I fit a few women like that. And even though it's not like an everyday, I think that those women also deserve a well-fitting bra. So, our bras are fit a little bit smaller. Like I said, everything is proportionally smaller. So even like our 28 is quite small. It's probably the smallest you'll find um on the market anywhere. I think we're really one of the only people that makes that size. Um, so, uh, it exists. And like I said, they deserve a well-fitting bra, and they also deserve all of the options that are available, you know? So we make it pretty much, we always have that size in every bra that we make. So, I think that's important too.
Would you say that you have a number one size that you sell or like your most popular size, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably it's in our mid-range somewhere, I think it's probably like in the 30-32 range.
Oh,
Um but like I said, it's in our middle range, but it's still on the smaller side.
for sure.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I just thought about
Yeah.
like, I wonder what the top size is.
Yeah. I mean, and it's interesting because I would say, our Ds are actually becoming more popular, like that's something I also thought like, oh my gosh, who's gonna buy but those are big sellers too.
Mhm. Well, I'm happy
Yeah.
to hear that. I'm happy to hear all of the success for sure. Um,
Yeah.
can you share where people can find the Little Bra Company?
Yeah. So you can find us online at thelittlebroadcompany.com. So it's all spelled out, thelittlebroadcompany.com. And there you can also find our store locators. So all of our retailers are listed there, our international retailers, our domestic retailers. So you can go there to find out if there's a store near you that carries it. Even though we have an online store, I always recommend people try to go into um, their a nearest retail store that carries us to try on the bra, but also to support small businesses. Like I'm a big supporter of the people who carry us, And so even though we have an online store, we really do want people to visit our retailers, because I feel like they're really expert fitters. And if you have that near you, you should really go there and try it. So we have a list of all of our stores that carry us too. So that's where you can find us.
Great. I like that. Glad that you have all the different options for people who want to shop with you.
Yeah.
Socials, is it all across the board, the Little Bra Company?
Yeah, it's actually at the Little Bra Com, so that's a little bit shorter. So it's just the Little Bra Com, COM at the end. Um, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, come find us.
All right. Well, we always like to leave with words of positivity or positive.
Mhm.
So it's like give your breast advice, as we would say. What
Oh.
it can be, it can have to do with anything, but what are some words of positivity that you would like to leave our viewers with?
Well, I've always felt that bras are one of the most important, but also like most emotional um, pieces of wardrobe that anyone can wear. And it's something that we wear every day, something that you put on every day. It's probably the first thing that you put on every day. So make it special, make it fit well, make it make you feel better about your day, about what you're going to wear. It is a foundation piece. So it's like the first thing you put on. It can be beautiful. And even if nobody's going to see it, it's beautiful. Um, and that's all that matters. And then everything that you put on, I just think that you're gonna, walk taller, um, walk with confidence into your day, if you have a good bra on. Yes.
Love that. I swear, I never thought about it. I mean, we talk about the different effects, which obviously affect emotions, but I guess I never just heard it just flat out like emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, she's right. Like, yeah, I love thank you for dropping that.
Yeah, of course. I'm
That's
passionate about bras.
breasts are life. Breasts are
Yeah.
that's why we're all in this industry together, trying to
Yes.
get a better place for all of
Yeah,
us. So
absolutely.
thank you so much for
Sure.
the
It
episode.
was a pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Yes, I love spreading awareness about different options, solutions, and everything. Like I
Mhm.
said, very passionate, very passionate
Yeah.
forward here. So yes, I get excited every time there's like new stuff. I was like, oh yeah, like people
Yeah.
know about this.
Well, thank you for including the Little Bra Company.
Of course, of course. So I will send people your way for sure, and of
Great.
course, wish you all of the success and more, whatever's past that.
Okay. Thank
All
you so much.
company, of course. So that was so insightful, and I'm so happy that Emily was able to join us and give us some good information. And I definitely appreciated her perspective on things, and it was eye-opening for me. And I hope that you all enjoyed it as well. So be sure that you go and check out Emily and the Little Bra Company. And of course, be sure to follow us on all the socials, and you can like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely let us know your thoughts. We're always looking to hear about that. And you can shop on bootupodcast.net for our merch and follow us on Patreon. All the options. So just follow us for all the greatness. Be sure to continue to tune in. We'll take a little break for the springtime and, of course, for my birthday. But I'll be right back later on in the month of March with some more of BoobTube. Till then, adios.